On September 27, 2024, one of the worst flooding events swept over the western portion of North Carolina. Hurricane Helene had made landfall in Perry, Florida as a Category 4 storm, and after landfall continued north through Georgia, the Carolinas, and into the midwestern portion of the United States before dissipating near Paducah, Kentucky. We met the Whitson family back in July of 2024, 2 months prior to the storm, while out filming our Clinchfield Railroad documentary between Irwin and Bostic. From the first day we stepped foot into the store, Nick and Jane treated us like family. They were kind enough to let us film, interview, and use the store as a hangout spot during downtime between railroad movements. We first arrived at the Whitson store on October 5th, and even then not knowing what was still there or what had happened to the family. Upon arrival, we were once again treated like family by Nick as he picked us up on his UTV so we didn't have to walk to the store in the mud. The house, store, church, and post office were devastated, with mud being shoveled out of the floors and debris piled up across the road in the canyon that the raging river had created. Just days after the storm, volunteers from almost every U.S. state arrived on site to help the family as much as possible. For 6 months, the Army of Volunteers worked at the store, getting closer to completion each week. In November, we donated them a 48-foot trailer to hold relief supplies. We're out here at Nick's store. We saw your face. We got a little promotion on the front there. But anyways, we're here and look inside here. They're getting it. It looks insane. These crews are working. Oh, I mean, they're working just as hard as CSX crews.
Okay, my name is Rich. I'm from Bradford, Pennsylvania. And I came down here to see my friends Brad and Nate, and we went around there to Asheville and places to look at the devastation of the flood and stuff. And I'll tell you what, these people do need help. You wouldn't believe it. The news doesn't do it justice. You have to see it in person to really get the full justice of it.
The scent and the water, how it was just jumping up and down. The propane tanks just going down through there, just going shooting off.
In the face of your evil winds, something stronger began to begin. Yes,
there we go, signed by Nick Whitson.
For donation of $10,000, you can have this sticker by the name.
And just when it receded, the fish would be laying there, dead, just their bones. And Ingalls and Spruce Pine walked. We saw food bags from Ingalls. We saw detergent where it had washed out of the store. People lost their homes. There was furniture, debris. And in one little section, just right in the notch of a tree, there was a Christmas tree.
Hand in hand,
we got on a beautiful poster
all across this land. You couldn't steal the hope we shared.
And the sound when this was happening, the trees, it was just a roaring, and then the trees just slapping the water or slapping up in the mountain. It was a time I do not want to ever go through again. And the trees that was taken out along the river, there's nothing holding it back. And trees that I grew up with when I was a child, they're no longer there. And I'll never see them again. But God spared their lives. That's all that matters. Rebuild.
Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're knee-deep in the Tow River in Green Mountain, North Carolina. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the O.C. Whitson store grand opening. So, let's go have a chat with Nick. It's opening day at the Whitson Family General Store, and volunteers, friends, and family gather for the special day. Throughout the day, 96-year-old Parzady Whitson sings in joy. Her singing was a staple for volunteers working at the store for the past 6 months.
In the morning I'll be eternal. When the morning breaks eternal, I'll be there.
Throughout opening day, visitors were allowed to roam the store to see all the work that was put into it during the past 6 months. If you look up above the shelves, you might just see our very own photos hanging. These photos are from summer 2024 to show memories of what the area once was. Speaking of work, let's have a talk with Bill Saylor, who became the main work coordinator here at the store after coming from Florida shortly after the storm.
Hey, how are you? My name is Bill Saylor. I came to Green Mountain back in October 6th or 7th. Met the Whitsons here at their general store. Had the honor of staying here for the last 6 months, helping them develop and work on the store. Everything from muck out to finishing touches. It's an exciting day here today since it's opening day. It's going to be nice to have all the volunteers and everyone that's been here throughout the last 6 months giving a hand to come here and actually just get to enjoy the time with each other and not be stressed out with all the work. I'm excited to get their mother back into their house. I've had the honor of working with Save Our Allies and Hunter 7, along with Baptist on Mission and plenty of other 501(c)(3)s, and overwhelming support from volunteers and donations. And I'm just excited that we are finally at this stage and get this family some sense of normalcy and get their life back started.
So how do you feel when you come in to somebody that you don't know, like Nick and Jane and family, and they take you in like you're their own, and that's just how people are around here? So what do you feel like? How is that special to you?
Yeah, I feel at home here. They say they adopted me, and from the first day I met Jane, we gave her some fuel for her tractor, and she took us up around the fire and cooked food and fed us and treated us like family ever since. It's a very welcoming experience, and you get to learn a lot about people, who they are as individuals and who they really are through loss and stress like this. And it's a overwhelming experience to meet people like this.
And I feel like that's a reoccurring story with the Whitsons. Everybody that's met them is the same way. Like when we met them back in June, they were the same way to us before the storm even hit. So they're just really grateful people, and we're grateful to have them here with us. Yeah, and thank you, Bill. Thank you. Thank you for all you've done as well.
I appreciate you.
After talking with Bill and shaking hands with the dog, it was time to feast. The volunteers and family had catered barbecue from Pig and Grits Barbecue just over the hill in Burnsville. And if you know me, you know I love Western North Carolina barbecue.
Really hungry because I haven't eaten all day.
Don't let her fool you with them sympathy things.
Oh, chicken not good.
Is that good? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Got some pulled pork, chicken, a roll, and some slaw over there. What you got? Ready to barbecue? Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Pulled pork. Go back for chicken later.
Always for seconds, maybe thirds.
Better put that camera away and make you a plate.
I'm working on it. Jane, you getting a plate of food? What you got here?
That's Jane's food.
No, that's Jane's.
Uh-oh. What'd you get?
She got a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. That's what you got to do.
Yep.
It's good. My fingers are sticky now, but that's what makes it good when you get messy.
It is. This is my plate.
Oh, come on, Jane. You can do better than that.
Oh, she waits for dessert.
After getting our bellies full, we took a walk across the innovative Bridge Company railcar bridge that sits across from the store. These bridges are quicker and cheaper to put up until the state can come in to replace the concrete ones that got destroyed during the flood. Before the ribbon cutting ceremony, we ventured upstairs into the store to check out the different types of furniture they had in stock. After checking everything out, we made our way back downstairs and outside for the ribbon cutting ceremony. I didn't get to film all of this because I was a part of it, but I hope this is enough to share this extra special moment with every one of you.
There's no words that we could say. Thankings for what you've done. God knows He sent you here. I know He sent you here. Because most of you didn't know where Green Mountain was to begin with.
We do now.
We're like Ukraine. You can't find us on the map. But anyway, I thank God for each and every one of you, and I know my family does. And just blessed us. I can't tell you how much. I just thank God for each and every one of you. He's blessed me, and I pray God He blesses you twice as much as He did me and my family. I thank each and every one of you.
1, 2, 3. Maybe not.
You can't tear apart the love we carry. Through the wreckage, through the dark, we'll rise again. We're rebuilt from the spark. You may have taken all we own, but you'll never claim our souls. You crossed the Sunshine State, the Peach State's plains, but high in the mountains you brought the pain. You erased lives like they were never there. Left families in grief, left a world unfair. But in the face of your evil winds, something stronger began to begin. Yes, you took much, but not what's real. The kindness, the love, the human will. But Helene,
for the last and most special part of the video, we're going to sit down with Nick and talk about the journey to get where we are today. I hope everyone has enjoyed the video and that everyone will continue praying for the folks of Western NC and surrounding areas. So I'm here with Nick Whitson, the co-owner of OC Whitson General Store. So Nick, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. You?
Doing good. So can you give us a brief history of the store?
The store was built in 1927. Man bought it. He ran it till he died, and his son ran it till he died. And his son ran it for 2 years until my dad bought it January the 1st, 1960. Mom and Dad ran it 30 years. Me and my sister took over January the 1st, 1991. We've been here for 34 years since.
So this being a family business, this means a lot more to you than, say, if you were just to buy a store. So this place means the world to you.
Well, I was raised here. All my siblings was raised here. My youngins was raised here. And now my grand-youngins are being raised here. So it's got a lot of history.
A lot of generations in it for the family.
Yeah.
So your mama's here. How old's your mama?
Mom be 97 in June.
Okay, so she's been here. Her house is
next
totally...
door.
So the house is next door. When was the house built?
It was built in 1895.
Okay, so she's doing good.
Yeah. The flood hit September 27th on a Friday. We got 2 rainstorms Wednesday and Thursday. Rained all day, all night. And then when the storm hit Friday morning, my sister called me at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, get up here in a hurry. I thought something happened to my mom, really. And I come up here and she said, there's a bad storm coming. We got to get ready. And the river started rising. And the harder we worked, the faster it got, the higher it got. By 7:30, it was slapping wall out there above the road. By 9:30, it was slapping the patio. I told my sister, I said, when it gets on that step there, we're going to get Mom in a wheelchair and take her out the store and get her upstairs in the store.
So you guys took her up the store, like what'd you do with that? Up the ladder or through the stairs?
We got some second floor in the store, so we put her in a wheelchair and carried her up the steps and got her back there in the back of the store where she's safe.
So after the hurricane, before people got to you, was it sort of like a extraterrestrial experience with there's no connection to anybody? So how long were you guys disconnected from the world?
We never had no phone service or nothing for about 4 weeks before we got cell service.
So who was the first person to arrive here to see if you guys were okay?
I can't. Well, my son come through the woods, him and my neighbor, they come through the woods to make sure we was all right. And then my son and his wife, they got to cooking meals for us and bringing us food through the woods, and we started from there. I run up the holler, I grabbed some plastic pipe, went up the holler and hooked it to a spring, so we had spring water where we was at. And my 2 sisters, they bathed Mom every morning, every night, and then we shaved and washed and stuff like that. And my sister, she cooked 3 meals a day up here under the chestnut tree. So we fared pretty good.
So today's the grand opening day of the store. So how does it feel to have the store open? And then we'll go back and we'll look at how the journey was to get it to this point.
There ain't no words for it. I'll be honest with you. It still ain't hit me yet. It still seems like a dream. From Friday, September 27th to now, it's just been one dream. I ain't dread, I ain't feared, I ain't done nothing like that, but it's just been like a dream. I'll be honest with you, it's just like a dream. It just don't seem real.
So I know there's been a lot of volunteers. You said from how many states were the volunteers from?
We've had states from about 48 states, I guess, been in here. I asked them, I said, how'd you find us? Because Green Mountain's small. And they said, the Lord sent us. And I believe He did. During the storm, people don't understand, we just got a small inkling of the power of God through this destruction. But God always also give us a world of grace through volunteers and people. And He sent them in here to help us rebuild and to start over.
So Bill, I know, has been a big help. So with Bill and the other volunteers, what was the hardest challenge to overcome from start to finish?
Getting the sand out.
How deep was the sand in here?
We had it 3 foot deep in places.
When we first came here, there was stuff coming out the windows. The windows was gone. So I know how you feel with all that stuff. That's incredible.
The windows is gone. Part of the doors is gone. Right here in the store, it was 6 foot deep. We had trash, we had trees, we had barn doors with all my furniture, appliances, hardware, electrical, groceries. All of it's them going out the window here. And it took us about 6 to 7 weeks just to clean the trash out. And then we started on Mom's house. Hers is just as bad as the store.
So your mom's house is still coming along. How's that coming along over there?
Well, they're about 95% done with her house.
That's good.
The hard stuff's right now is electrical and plumbing. She's getting her cabinets put back in. But she'll be about another month, I say, before she gets in it. As far as the store goes, we're done. We had the best of the best people in the world right here. And somebody asked me outside, would I like to name names? I said, if I did, we'd be here 3 more months naming names. You can't name them. I mean, they're the greatest people in the world. We had every faith, every nationality. I mean, you couldn't beat them. So, people like you and your dad, to us, yins are heroes. Because yins was here when we needed it. The county didn't come, the state didn't come, federal didn't come. People like yins is what got us where we're at today.
So there's one more question I want to ask you, and it seems that everybody that has met you say that it's the same story with we got there and they were extremely, extremely respectful to us. They gave us stuff, and you guys just lost everything, you and Jane, and you still decided to give to the community. So what inside you makes you feel that you should give to the community after you've lost everything? Because I know you guys don't like to take stuff.
No. But these people ain't country people, they're mountain people. they're a different breed. We'd rather give as to get. I can't really explain what it is. We was raised to give, to help, to do. We forgot to be humble to God, and we forgot to be humble to each other. And I think that's the reason he sent this storm. And we had one guy come in here, I think he stayed a weekend, and he went back home and he told his wife, he said, I've never seen people like that in my life. He said, they kept trying to help me and I went to help them. And the boy got right before he come back. And I said, that storm, if that's all it was to get him saved, it was worth it. So that's what it's all about.
You're open now, so that's awesome. And so what are your hours, and what do you have to say to people who would like to come visit you guys?
We're open from 7 to 5, 6 days a week. I've got everything from horseshoe nails to furniture. I don't have electronics, and I don't have hunt license or guns because the government took that away from me, but I got everything else. If you like to just come by and look and see and talk, you're more than welcome.
Nick loves to talk.
Looking don't cost nothing.
Exactly. If you come up here and you meet Nick, you'll see exactly what everybody talks about. And he'll take you and his family just like he did as everybody else up here. Total strangers, brings them in his family. So Nick, we really appreciate you. And I'm sure everybody appreciates you just as much as you appreciate them coming to help you.
If you come, we'll treat you so many ways you'll have to like one of them. So that's the best I can tell you.
Well, thank you, Nick, and thank you for helping put on this celebration today. And we're just really thankful that you guys are open now. So thank you.
I thank Jens, because if it wasn't for people like Jens, we wouldn't be here. I'll be honest with you. I thank God for every one of them.
Well, thank you,
This is my new grandson right here. This is my buddy. This is the 4th generation's going to start in here, I hope.
He's going to be running the store.
I hope so.
Okay.
Don't you? Thank you.
Helene, you can't break the human heart. You can't tear apart the love we carry. Through the wreckage, through the dark, we'll rise again. We'll rebuild from the spark. You may have taken all we own, but you'll never claim our souls. You crossed the Sunshine State, the Peach State's plains, but high in the mountains, you brought the pain.